What happens when two dudes, one a retired Navy SEAL commander in Colorado Springs, and the other a hippie meditation teacher in New York City, get together to discuss living mindfully? That's a great question, because we don't know what will happen either. Raw, uncut, and unapologetic. Welcome to Men Talking Mindfulness with co-hosts John McCaskill and Will Schneider. Each week, we take an authentic dive into how mindfulness continually impacts our lives, deepens our relationships, and allows us to be emotionally alive. We filter all of our conversations through the man box, where we unpack how as men we are expected to act in society, how fighting the authentic human experience is exhausting and damaging, and how mindfulness can help. Now, on to the show.
You look so tall up there.
Hi, everybody. I don't know what else to say. Okay, well, hey, we are Men Talking Mindfulness. We're joined by Neil Markey today. We are in Costa Rica. We had just finished our second sit with psilocybin. So we're here to just talk about our experience in our dome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dome. Our humble abode. Also, the space that we just held in the ceremony was incredible. Today has just been earth-shattering for me. I'm sure for you guys as well. But started with some incredible breath work. Breath work that is more powerful than any breath work I've done before, and we hope to bring something similar to that to the show. Actually, with one of our episodes, we'll do some breath work exclusively to introduce you to just a taste of what we experienced today. And then we went from the breath work into a break, and then journaled for a while, and then came back into the ceremony in the jungle, in the setting that I know Neil talks about often. The setting couldn't be better. The jungle, the structure that we were in, surrounded by just phenomenal people who were there to support and hold space for one another. And I'll get further into my personal experience here in a bit, but I just kind of want to lay the foundation. So turn it over to you guys.
Hey. Incredible. I think it's thank you, Neil, for bringing us here. But I just thought it was amazing how the whole weekend was organized around, us, or the opportunity to like dig in, discover, get rid of some shit. It was and really bring community together. We weren't on our cell phones at all. I checked. We have Wi-Fi here, but I thought it was really beautiful, all the meals we had together, and I think it just everything supported, the ceremony, which was such a fucking like the psilocybin is amazing. It's an amazing fucking medicine. It really just shows you the truth of what is and who you can be. But then I just enjoyed the music and the ceremony tonight. And I say ceremony like we open sacred space. We I don't know. We sang. There's tons of music all night. We did some sage cleansing. Going in to get prep for the ceremony, and I really enjoyed and got a lot out of not just the psilocybin, but what was created around it in order to support like the transformation that's within it, for sure. But yeah, Neil, I don't know.
Well, it was amazing having you guys down here, and thanks for jumping on a plane and trusting.
Fuck yeah, right. Well, I said Neil on the path on the way down. I was like, our show talking about trust.
You can't turn down the trust, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? We gotta show up.
True. But yeah, I believe in this stuff. I've seen it like help lots of people and myself, and I think that what you guys mentioned. It's like there's the medicine that's sacred and really special. Yeah. But it's the whole thing. It's the meditation in the morning. It's getting away from the cell phones. It's having meals together. It's like that. This community and this like real connectivity, right? This vulnerability and this like ability to, have that amongst other humans is like we just we lose it. Like we've lost it a bit.
We get
in the United
hijacked by
States.
the technology and our busyness and our schedules and the fucking calendar and our need to be doing shit all the time.
Yeah. So and that's why I think that these longer types of programs that are multi-day, a lot of this work is about creating space, right? Because if you think about how most of us live, our calendars are literally like jam-packed. Mm-hmm. Our mental headspace is completely jam-packed. Right. So there's no space for newness, for change. You need space. So if you have an ability to create that space, have time, then you can make real change and really help people.
Wow.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, very true. Should we just dive into our individual experiences?
I mean, we're fresh. We are coming out of this right now. So I don't know, 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
we had a meal since then, but we just wrapped up our last ceremony. Yeah. For this trip, anyway. Last ceremony for this trip.
Yeah, here you go.
Definitely be doing it again.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we, after the ceremony, or to close the ceremony, we shared a little bit just to kind of integrate our experience, and then just to further foster that sense of community and connectedness with one another. And I'll just kind of rehash what I shared with the group there, is that I went in with the intention of seeking and receiving forgiveness. And I didn't know what exactly I needed forgiveness for. I mean, there's plenty that I need forgiveness for, but I didn't know exactly which thing. I've done some things personally, professionally, that I don't necessarily align with my ideals and values, and I felt that I need forgiveness for that. And it took some work in the ceremony. It was, the experience is not all hunky-dory. Everyone has their own experiences, but you come out on the other side feeling so much better, but it is work. And some of it is painful and sad. And then once you get through that work, though, then you can get what you've been looking for. And I feel that I found and received that forgiveness, and not forgiveness for any one thing, but I felt as though I was just covered in this blanket of forgiveness.
Do you want to share some of that pain? If you want to, I mean, or just a taste of it, right? I'm sorry to ask.
Man, raw, uncut, and unapologetic. That's the show,
and
man.
Authentic and vulnerable.
Yeah. So, I've taken others' lives on the battlefield. And that is tough to experience, tough to do, and tough to reconcile that with who I am now as a father and as a husband, raising kids, and thinking about the men's lives who I took, and thinking of them at one point as as little boys, and they were somebody else's sons, and probably someone else's brothers, and potentially somebody else's fathers. So that was that was definitely something I was seeking forgiveness for. And then outside of the battlefield, I haven't been the best father. I haven't been the best husband. I was a shitty husband to my ex-wife. So, yeah, I'll stop there because this could go on. But yeah, bottom line is I feel as though I got a blanket of forgiveness for all that, and then also coming back to that kind of sense from the battlefield is that the psilocybin makes you realize that we are all connected, friends and enemies. We're still connected. We're all connected throughout all time. So those who have passed and those who are still yet to be, we're still connected with them. And I know that sounds woo as shit for someone who hasn't tried this stuff.
Yeah.
But man, the connectedness is there, and that helps.
There's a lot of support, and just that feeling of you're not alone.
Yeah.
You know, you're not alone with your pain. You're not, and yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's
No,
very
it's
challenging,
good. It's stuff that I need to talk about, and stuff that I need to write about, and stuff that I need to be open about. And I mean, with you guys as friends, but also open about, because people need to hear that. Not just my experience, but if my experience can help somebody else out, if it resonates with them, then hopefully it will help them. So yeah, it's important. So thank you for bringing it up.
No, thanks for sharing. That's like that. Thank you. That's wow. that's a lot, intense and beautiful as well. Neil, you want to go, or you want me to jump in?
Well, yeah. I mean, my experience. So
go for that.
So I didn't take.
Rolling. Go ahead.
I took a mini dose compared to you guys, right? So I could be there, participate, but like also make sure everything's going okay. Yeah. And well, I guess I'll say that I've done a bunch of these now, right? Like, I should count, but like over the last 10 years, like many.
Psilocybin,
ayahuasca,
okay.
like all different ones.
Okay.
But yeah, at least dozens of psilocybin.
Wow.
And this team is incredible.
Right. Yeah.
They're like the real deal. So that was super special. And
that team was a mix of like men and women, and like musicians, most and healers and meditators and teachers. Yeah, psychotherapists. Like really a lot of great support from many different angles and many different lineages and many different like approaches and energy.
Yeah.
Masculine and feminine.
Yeah. And I mean, for me, my experience was actually in the first ceremony. I actually felt a bit of anxiety and some turmoil, and I think it was just like this trip was a big thing and lots of new people, and so I was wearing that. Trip. Yeah. Sorry. I guess we have to distinguish. You're talking to us now.
Good point, right?
But then this one was just really, it was super peaceful. I just usually we'll just meditate, try and kind of meditate for most of the time. And I was just super peaceful and just felt really thankful that this came together and that there were so many people who were participating who it was their first time, and I think that some people's lives are significantly changed for the better, and they had another level of depth and warmth and I mean, I just I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I love adult psychedelic summer camp. It's good.
It's good for the next time.
It's good.
That's a good title with this episode.
Exactly. Adult psychedelic summer camp. Right?
In
November. In November.
We called it a little slumber party or something.
Yeah, exactly.
We need it.
That slumber party kind of vibe was like we really bonded with essentially, I've never met you. I mean, I've been talking to you for a long time, but like everyone that came here just come all different places, all different,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, parts in their life, all different ages, all, you know, all different places in their relationships and stuff. Or, so it just really, the community aspect was was
Yep.
was a big part of the transformation for
Yep.
me, because it's just, I mean, my experience, like, I talked about my first night. This second night, the medicine hit, and we didn't really talk about this at all. I talked to Chris about it, but I just felt an incredible sense of peace as soon as like the medicine started to hit, and it just really really opened me up, and I just felt so much love and so much gratitude, and you know, as I thought about my dad a lot, and my brothers and my family, and I just really, I mean, I can feel like it's tough to describe like the experience in some ways, because it almost cheapens it. I mean, not like it was not like it was a cheap experience, but it just like it was so profound, and like I guess it's like what the plant did for me. It's like it tapped me into what's already there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It just brought me right to the truth, and the truth is love. You know, it sounds like it's clear, but literally it's like it. And then how, you know, and I was going through the ceremony and just receiving, really trying to be very open. Like I would just sit, and like I was in a meditative, like sit, or seat, like most of the ceremony, and just receiving, and I cried like fucking the entire evening, but it was like a lot, so much gratitude. I felt so incredibly humbled. And, you know, but also, you know, I've arrived at the same place with ayahuasca before, like my latest ayahuasca experience in over Memorial Day. I sat for a couple of nights, and it's just all these medicines, they just bring you back to the truth of kindness and love, and patience and compassion and connection, and now it's like I feel it's my work, and with the support of you guys, and the help of others as well, to continually be this warrior of love and peace and connection, and also bring more of this work, I mean, with what we're doing with the show, and, you know, just create these opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because so many people are hurting out there, and you know, I've been on this kind of mission and path for a long time, but now it's just getting more clear,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. What you guys are building is a huge component of it, and that's the community, you know. And you look at how indigenous cultures healed each other. It was the tribe, you know. It was, they did it together. It wasn't
community.
one-on-one with some unknown or some, you know, it was like your family and your brothers and sisters and everybody together kind of participating in it. And actually there's research now out. Recently there's a paper out of Brown University, and it's just a group therapy approach is far superior to one-on-one. It's because
Wow.
this is part of what we're missing, you know, that we've gotten away from in the Western world is
What's
it's very individualistic, and
Right.
and I'll carry the weight of the world on my own, but
Right.
we actually, if we when we're vulnerable and allow ourselves, we actually get what we need, which is like the human connection with other people, you know.
There was like a certain, I was, when I was in the experience, like just remember love, like put it everywhere, and it just like remember, just keep, like, I don't know, I think for me, what's next is very critical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do we? Because like I've been in these ceremonies and experiences before, and they've always helped. They've definitely have, I guess, kind of opened more of my heart, and have helped me be a greater force for love in the world. But I'm walking away from this, and it was the journaling before the ceremony that really helped me get very clear about what I need to do to integrate. And that's a big part of this too. You can have these amazing fucking experiences, and being in the ceremony and being with this plant and being in the community. But then it's like, what's next? You know, and what I'm taking away is I'm going to go back to journaling. I journal for years, and I think that's the one staple I can do.
Yeah.
And meditation, of course, too. But like journaling, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
You know, but then it's also, I think, like what we're feeling, you know, it's like, how do we create more of this community? How do we create more of these opportunities? You know, because there's a lot of people out there. I mean, men in particular, especially in the veteran community. We had, I don't know how many veterans we had in this particular.
Good number.
Zach,
Yeah,
Rob, Chris, me, John.
it's like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Another one? Oh, and Stu.
Oh,
Stu.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, that's
There you go.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of better.
we'll see. I mean, I feel we're gonna create a new, and I don't like the word military, but you know, a new army or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
of
yeah.
like, you know,
I think veterans actually have a really beautiful place to play in this
fucking
this
huge.
like healing, right? Because it's like they have this level of credibility and respect in
Yes.
Western culture, and then we can, like, if Navy SEALs are talking about healing and
Love and
being
compassion.
being vulnerable, loving on each other, it's like, who can't do that? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
exactly,
so,
exactly.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like make it normal.
I've honestly, I feel very blessed to be with like 2 veterans, you know, and to be like, and to be welcomed into the community in some ways, you know, and I feel very honored. I mean, but I know I can be a good help too. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
For
You-
sure.
You are being a good.
Yeah,
and you
I-
have the warrior spirit, no question.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah! I mean, I like that. I like that side of it. You know, I like that. Fucking, I just haven't gone through basic training. You know? But you know, maybe I have in some ways with all the meditation and all the other stuff I've done. But
Yeah.
a different kind of warrior.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
now we are meeting like off the battlefield and trying to create a new field of whatever love, compassion, opportunity, healing. You know, connection.
It's all very needed
Yeah.
amongst the veteran community, but everywhere really. But
Yeah.
you're right. The veteran community is going to play a big part in it because of in the Western culture.
Yeah.
So if again, like you said, if it's okay for a special operator of some sort, or a conventional military, or a man,
There you
like
go.
a man's man,
Yeah.
right? At least what everybody perceived as a man's man, to be doing something like this, and we can normalize the conversation, normalize the stigma, do
Yeah.
away with the stigma rather.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge, and it can start with the veteran community.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I'm
perfect.
glad to be a part of it, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And thank you, Neil, for having us
Yeah,
and inviting us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess should we wrap that
Yeah,
wrap? I
man.
think.
Let's wrap it up.
You know, let's actually breathing practice. Fuck it, right?
Let's do it.
We got to
Yeah.
do a nice little.
grounding?
We'll just do a little
Yeah.
grounding. We haven't. Yeah. I think that'd be a good way to just send it out home and. I don't know. Am I doing this? I guess
Man, you called it.
I called it. All right. So yeah, find that seat, everybody, and you know, let's actually put our hands over our heart. You know, just because that's you know, this is where it works. So let's just take a few. Let's exhale to begin. Let's take a big giant breath into your heart. Open up your mouth, let it go out. I really feel the vibrations in your throat and from your heart, and let it go out. Let's do more. Big breath in. Does that sound good? A couple more. Come on in. Inhale. Oh, good, good, good. Exhale out. Oh, fuck. Okay, good. One more time. Inhale.
Come on.
We were just gonna finish, but fuck, we got new guests. Okay, so that was our breathing practice, the little break. So come on in. We're gonna find a way to get everybody in here. Okay, so hi. I think we're just gonna make sure we're all on frame. Good. So we have, come on, you can sit back here, Matt. Come on back. Okay, I think this is awesome. I'm so glad you guys came. Here's our little mic. Okay, so this is Seema, right, and Rachel. Matt was on, here's our guest the other day, right? And, if you guys, here, grab the mic, and Rachel, if you want to share, you got the mic for her, just anything you want to share about the experience, what you're finding or you're learning, please.
A little bit about yourself.
Yeah. If you want, yeah, whatever.
Awesome.
We're free flow. Seema can go. I don't care. It doesn't matter. You guys showed up, so you must want to share something.
Yeah, well, hi, I'm Rachel, and thanks for having me on.
This is amazing. We were just about to close. This is perfect.
Yeah, so basically, really quick about the experience is that we're all not as messed up as we think we are. And that we actually, and maybe we are a little messed up, but that's okay. That's what makes us human. And that, well, the best we can do is just show up in love and love ourselves the best we can. So those are some big takeaways for me. Off to you, Seema.
Thank you, Rachel. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was such a beautiful experience connecting with strangers 72 hours ago who are now feels like some of my closest friends. And such an amazing and beautiful community, and it was only possible through all of our sharing and our willingness to be vulnerable in the most raw forms. So thank you for that.
Anything you learned in particular from medicine that you want to share? Or you don't have to. It's okay.
No.
Okay.
Definitely. I think the intention was so important. And
There you go.
the intention each time, like, because I was so clear going into it, I got exactly what I needed out of it. Yeah, so the clarity.
Great. Thank you. Matt, you want to share more?
Yeah, I'd say plant medicine and natural healing is very, very powerful.
Very real.
Very real. And it's not hard to do once you open yourself up to it.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, surrendering.
Opening yourself up.
Fucking surrendering,
getting
right?
over that, right?
Yeah, and it's all stuff that's on the earth and breathing and all this stuff. It's so easy and abundant and powerful. Heals. I saw so much healing this week. 3 days, 4 days, whatever. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling.
All right. It was really nice to see, just people, we kept opening up to each other, and I think it's like, and it's really nice to have the ceremony kind of on that, almost that last day, because we're just all so primed as a group. I mean, almost like there's like this collective consciousness that's part of this, it's you kind of, you said earlier, it's like group therapy versus individual therapy, and this isn't therapy. This is plant medicine, but it is it's like its own fucking therapy in some ways, right? But like to have the group, or to know that we're all in this mission together in some ways, was just like, it's awesome. I think it leads to more of that surrender, more of that. It creates the trust, I think, which is really important. Like trust, like the medicine, so you're able to just drop in. And just be with it. We did it like Jon talked. The breath work was a great way, again, breath. That. Yeah, the fucking breath work again, right? It really, really powerful, very powerful, and very necessary. And I think it's like should be a part of most every ceremony. Like doing some really deep breath work, because it just also it not just upregulates the body and kind of prepares your vessel, but it just opens you up like emotionally in some ways as well, which is so much a part of this journey. It's like, I was talking to one of the participants who was saying, you think psychedelics all in the fucking head, but it's, and it is in some ways. You have all these amazing visions and things that you see, and you can get kind of wrapped up in that because it's just really amazing what's going on visually, right? I mean, it's fucking remarkable.
Well, you're using more of your brain, I feel like, than
there's more connections going on in your brain. They've shown that.
Yep.
But then it's like, then it's just, I think that's all just could be a bit of a distraction in some ways, or not distract, but to get deeper into the body, deeper into the heart, deeper into, the healing and the forgiveness all comes from the body.
Lucine says, like, get out of the mind and get down into your body. And
Yeah.
it's like,
I thought about that a lot.
yeah, it's just amazing what's happening in that outside of the mind and in the body.
Right.
And then realizing that the body and the mind and the spirit are all connected.
Right.
And how what's happening in the body affects the mind, what's happening in the mind affects the body, and what happens in the spirit.
Yeah, the collective energy of the room
Yeah.
impacted everybody.
Oh, for sure. For
Right.
sure. And I gotta laugh because my wife's a big EDM fan.
Okay.
And
Music. Yeah. You went to
specifically-
saw them. You saw them
we
at
went and
Red
saw,
Rock. Yeah. Red
Above
Rock.
and Beyond at Red Rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
And one of their, I guess, labels is group therapy, and so that particular label always starts out with their song. It's like, "This is group therapy," and I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up!" I always tell my wife, I was like, "I hate that part of the song," and here we are talking about group therapy. I'm like, "Haha, you got Jon."
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and
So-
they go, the world
Yes.
exclusive.
Yes.
Did we talk about our guide summoning the rain today?
Oh, no, we
no, that
forgot.
was
Yeah. Please tell that
amazing.
story,
It
Matt.
was wild.
Oh my god.
So you
They're
want to tell that
so
story? Go.
talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they start singing a song about
Water.
water.
Yep.
And it starts raining within seconds. After it's sunny all day.
yeah.
Like,
Boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It did rain the entire ceremony.
Yeah.
Until
Right.
Talk about people who are connected to the earth.
Right. Right. Well, I think I think, I mean, at that
was-
moment, I was like, I feel like
That's-
the jungle's supporting us too. Like we're taking plant. We're taking something from the earth, putting
Yeah.
it in our body. We come from the earth, and I don't know. I don't know if we just were vibing, with the world and the jungle. I think it's so alive. I mean, it's so amazing to be on top
You
of this
started
mountain.
cracking up when that happened too.
Oh, I
Yeah.
fucking was cracking up. Yeah, and then one of the guys like, well, let's not sing about fire. Yeah, and then one guy, I think it was Ricker, he's like, let's not sing about fire because it was so fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Like here we are talking about singing about water and it starts to rain, but it was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but just how talented they are. And, I mean, they've studied this for
yeah.
a long, long time, but how to connect with Mother Nature.
yeah, yeah.
It's one of those
Wow.
things I would never believe it unless I witnessed it.
We
today.
were fucking
Right?
saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Now
Yeah,
you
we're
want to do
good.
some breath work?
We just want to do. Now we'll close all. We'll do
Close
some
it.
breath work together.
Yeah, short one.
All right, you're up this time.
Ah,
Yeah, well,
damn.
I could do it. I don't know, or Neil could do it, or I don't know.
I'll do it.
You got
Are
it,
we
brother.
doing
You
the
got...
40-minute holotropic?
No,
Yeah,
no.
totally.
That'll be an episode, y'all.
No, that's
That'll be an
gonna be a whole
episode,
nother
y'all.
episode.
All right.
Let me see this thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into that comfortable position.
This is how they close all their shows. And
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we start.
Yep,
everyone-
start
Thank you,
and
man.
finish it.
Yeah. We did.
And let's just bring our focus, our attention, our intention to our breath. And noticing the physical sensations involved with that. Breathing in and breathing out. And I loved Zach's mention of as you inhale, you're inspiring, you're bringing spirit in, inspiration. And as you breathe out, you're letting that air go, but you're letting that spirit go. Spirit, respiration. Just noticing where that air is entering your body. Try to bring the focus to the nostrils. Where in the nostrils that's entering your body. And as you breathe out, notice where the air is leaving, be it through your nostrils or through your mouth. Notice your belly and your chest, your lungs expanding as you breathe in. And the reverse as you breathe out. Let's close with 3 cleansing breaths together. Begin by breathing out all your air, bringing your navel to your spine. Breathe in deep in through your nose. Hold at the top. And relax, letting it go nice and slow. 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 Again, in through your nose. Hold at the top. Relax, letting it go. Nice and slow. 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 One more. In through your nose. Hold at the top. Noticing that fullness. And relax, letting it go. Nice and slow. 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 Now when you're ready, start to bring some movement into your body. Maybe blink your eyes open. And that is a wrap. Over to you, buddy.
Thank you all for coming in. I love you guys. Thank you for being part of the show. This is amazing. Thank you all for listening out there. And hey, spread the love, share the love, and we'll catch you on the next time. You know, yeah. Peace. Thanks, guys. Make sure this is recorded. It is. Boom. We are out.
Thanks for joining Will and Jon on Men Talking Mindfulness. If you enjoyed the show, please like and share it with your friends and family, and please, we would appreciate a review too. Until next time, this has been Men Talking Mindfulness. Thanks for showing up.